Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate breakdown of Super Bowl 59. That's right, we're talking Chiefs versus Eagles, a clash of titans, a battle for the ages. We're gonna break this thing down position by position, dissect every matchup, and analyze every angle. You know how we do it here. We're diving deep into the trenches, soaring high with the receivers, and dissecting the quarterback duel that's got everybody talking. Listen folks, this ain't your mama's Super Bowl preview. We're talking X's and O's, we're talking star power. We're talking about who's gonna show up and who's gonna choke. By the time we're done here, you'll know this matchup better than your own reflection. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and get ready for the real deal. First up, we got the quarterbacks, the field generals, the heart and soul of these offenses. In this corner, the magician himself, Patrick Mahomes, the man who makes the impossible look routine. He's got the arm, he's got the vision, and he's got that swagger. But hold up, don't crown him just yet, because across the field we got Jalen Hurts, the dual threat dynamo. This brother can sling it, he can run it, and he's got that Philly toughness in his DNA. Now some folks are gonna say Mahomes has this in the bag, that it's a foregone conclusion. But I'm here to tell you, don't sleep on Jalen Hurts. This ain't no ordinary quarterback matchup. This is a clash of styles, a battle of wills. Can Mahomes weave his magic against that Eagles defense? Can Hurts outduel the maestro on the biggest stage? These are the questions that'll keep you up at night, folks. Let's talk about the ground game, the engine room, the guys who grind it out between the tackles. The Chiefs, they're rolling with that running back by committee, a whole bunch of dudes trying to get their piece of the pie. Now, on the other side, you got Miles Sanders, the Eagles' workhorse, the man they lean on to control the clock and pound the rock. Now the Chiefs' approach can be unpredictable, keep the defense guessing. But let me tell you something, there's strength and consistency, and that's what Sanders brings to the table. He's a bruising runner, can wear down a defense, and when he gets going, he's hard to stop. Can the Chiefs committee keep up with Sanders' relentless attack? Now, let's talk about the guys who make the highlight reels, the playmakers on the outside, the wide receivers. The Chiefs, they got speed, they got explosiveness, they got dudes who can take it to the house on any given play. But don't get it twisted, the Eagles ain't exactly slouches in this department. They got their own dynamic duo, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. Two guys who can snatch the ball out of the air and turn a 5-yard catch into a 60-yard touchdown. This is a matchup that could very well determine the outcome of the game. Can the Chiefs speedsters outrun the Eagles' coverage? Can Brown and Smith impose their will on the outside? Get your popcorn ready, folks, because this is gonna be a show. Chapter 4, Tight Ends, Kelsey's Kingdom versus Goedert's Rise. Let's talk about the big fellas who can move, the mismatched nightmares, the tight ends. The Chiefs got the king, the legend himself, Travis Kelce. He's Mahomes' go-to guy, a walking highlight reel and a future Hall of Famer. But hold on, the Eagles ain't exactly rolling into this battle with a scrub. They got Dallas Goedert, a rising star in his own right, a guy who can make plays all over the field. This is a battle of experience versus youth, savvy versus potential, and it's gonna be a dogfight. Can Kelce continue his reign of dominance on the biggest stage? Or will Goedert announce his arrival as a true game-changer? Control the line of scrimmage? This is gonna be a battle royal. Chapter 6, Defensive Line, Jones' fury versus Cox's dominance. Now let's switch gears and talk about the guys who wreak havoc in the trenches, the defensive line. The Chiefs, they got a game wrecker in Chris Jones, a man amongst boys who can disrupt an entire offense. And on the other side, the Eagles got their own defensive stalwart in Fletcher Cox, a force of nature who can single-handedly collapse the pocket. This is a matchup that could very well decide the game. Can Chris Jones break through that Eagles offensive line and get to Hurts? Can Fletcher Cox disrupt the Chiefs' rhythm and make Mahomes uncomfortable? Chapter 7, Linebackers, Chiefs, Swiss Army Knives versus Eagles' hard-hitting crew. Let's talk about the heart and soul of these defenses, the linebackers. The Chiefs linebackers, they gotta be versatile, they gotta be able to cover tight ends, chase down running backs, and blitz the quarterback. And the Eagles linebackers, they're known for their hard hitting, their physicality, their ability to shut down the run and make life miserable for opposing offenses. This is a matchup of contrasting styles, but both units are hungry for respect. Can the Chiefs linebackers contain Hurts' mobility and limit those big plays? Can the Eagles' hard-hitting crew shut down the Chiefs' running game and force Mahomes to beat them with his arm? Chapter 8, Secondary, Chiefs Ballhawks versus Eagles Lockdown Island. Last but not least, let's talk about the guys who patrol the secondary, the last line of defense, the defensive backs. The Chiefs secondary, they gotta be on their A game against those Eagles receivers. They gotta be able to cover, they gotta be able to tackle, and they gotta be able to make plays on the ball. And the Eagles secondary, they're no joke either. They got ball hawks, they got shutdown corners, and they're coming to play. This is the matchup that could turn the tide of the game. Can the Chiefs secondary contain Brown and Smith and prevent those explosive plays? Can the Eagles lockdown corners make life difficult for Mahomes and force him into some turnovers? Chapter 9, Super Bowl LIX, the final verdict. There you have it, folks. The ultimate position-by-position breakdown of Super Bowl 59. We've dissected every matchup, analyzed every angle, and now it's time for you to weigh in. Who do you think has the edge? Who's going to hoist the Lombardi trophy? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our epic sports content. This is going to be a Super Bowl for the ages, folks. I can't wait to see how it all goes down.